This is a recent painting that I did, and it follows this concept that I started a few years back. It's about the concept of disruption. My idea around this concept was to illustrate visually what I consider to be an idea which is at the center of our civilization today. Everything is getting disrupted. Everything is moving rapidly in accelerated terms. Even Tom Friedman, in his last book, spent a lot of time talking about this idea of acceleration. But for me, as a painter, and as someone who is fascinated by history, I look at this idea and wanted to express it with my own vocabulary, my own colors. And this idea here, you can see, this is a square. And as you know, square is something that is very static, very real in a way. It's one of these geometric forms that inspires stability. So I take the square and I transport it in a movement, in a shift, to express this concept of disruption. And it's absolutely crazy how much of this concept of disruption we are witnessing, especially now in this era of this virus. Everything is upside down. Our society is essentially totally focused on that health disruption that has changed the entire planet in ways that we never expected. And here in this particular painting, I'm talking about disruption, I'm showing disruption, but also in a way I wanted to use colors that are hopeful, colors that are bright, colors exuberant in their power to send you a positive message. After every catastrophe, after every big change, after every big disruption, usually something great can happen, hopefully. And that's what I wanted to express here. There's a disruption. It's a very difficult time, but hopefully, you know, when you look at this painting, what you can see is something that is hopeful, something that looks towards the future, you know, with a very bright option. And this is really what I wanted to do. And it's, you know, in a time like that, the artist that I am, I wanted to use this moment and do something, create something that is also a message of hope. And I think this painting expresses it in a way that is very clear. And you know, creating something so bright and so hopeful in moments like that, I don't know where I had this energy and where I had this sentiment that would drive me to create something like that. But it is what it is, and I want to comment on this painting and share it with you, and your comments are welcome, of course. But this is the role of an artist, to try to take something that is very serious and make an artistic interpretation in a way that will withstand time. And this is how people would look, you know, on the history of this particular painting and others that have done in the same period.